Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Papa Plays YouTube channel. Today is Tuesday, August 5th, and I'm back breaking down the Tuesday night slate of games in the MLB. We're going to be looking at a couple games for tonight, and the first game is going to be between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The second play of the day and the best play of the day will be a match between the Angels and the Yankees. Four total player props today for the Tuesday night slated games, and then two best player props will be towards the end of the video. I hope everybody has a great Tuesday, and let's break down some ball. All right, guys, let's get into this graphic from Monday night. 1 and 2 days so far on the best bets. Sean Manaea over 5.5 hits. Great play there because the Cardinals did not score any runs, but Sean Manaea did give up sixes. That came out at 5.5, not 4.5 at plus money. Juan Yepez over 1.5 bases. The Washington Nationals, they struggle to hit against Logan Webb, which nobody's been doing this season, but the Washington Nationals continue to surprise me day in and day out. Looking at myself in the mirror, is it worth betting money on the Nationals every single time and losing because of them? Yes, it is. Sorry about that one. The Giants and the Nationals over 9 runs. I really thought the over was going to hit. I think we got 19 or 20 people on base. It was an average of like 28% of the people who went up to bat got on base. So we had 20 people on base, only 5 runs scored. They had second and third multiple times with no outs, didn't get anybody across. So mostly on the Nationals' fault, but the Giants, they left a lot on too. So overall, not a good pick there. We've got the Royals on the money line tonight going up against Boston, currently top of the fifth, 2-2 in that game. So it is a close one. He had James Wood in the first game over 1.5 bases, got a single going up against Logan Webb. That was it. And then Bobby Witt Jr. over 1.5 bases does have an RBI single in that game. Need another base hit out of him to get the graphic plays 2-1 on the day with the Royals money line. So let's go take a look at the leaderboard. 0-1 on the game pick, 1-1 on the player props. 28 and 22 year to date since the All-Star break. Still 6 games above 500. Looking for a sweep today. We have maybe the best game on the slate. Oh, I forgot to mention Patrick Corbin. I don't know if you guys were watching the game. Patrick Corbin threw Matt Chapman a 67-mile-per-hour slider for a 3-run home run in the third inning, which made the game 4-0. And I had to double check it to make sure that was correct. I was watching the game. It did look slow. I thought it was a curveball. 67-mile-per-hour slider from Patrick Corbin. Home run by Matt Chapman. A moonshot to left field in that game for 410 feet. So just want to throw it out there. Let's go back to the game here. Philadelphia Phillies going up against the Dodgers. This has potential to be the best game of the night, so I'm going to break it down. We're going to see the future Hall of Famer back on the mound for the Dodgers with Clayton Kershaw taking the bump tonight. He's going to be going up against Christopher Sanchez of the Philadelphia Phillies. I'm going to take the over in this game between the two teams, even though we have some really good pitching on the mound for both sides. The numbers are speaking to me again in this game, and while both guys have been decent on the season, especially Christopher Sanchez, Clayton Kershaw, he hasn't had a big enough sample size, but the numbers are saying that both of these teams should be able to hit off of each other. The Dodgers and the Phillies this season are both top 5 in baseball hitting against left-handed pitching. They're hitting 268 and 267 on the season against lefties. We have 2 left-handed pitchers on the mound to start this game, and I'm going to start with the numbers for Christopher Sanchez because he's coming off a really, really, really bad game going up against the Yankees. In that game, he gave up 8 total hits, including 6 runs, only went 5 2/3 innings. He's also had a bad start going up against the Guardians 2 games ago. He gave up another 8 hits, giving up 3 runs in that game as well. And after the All-Star break, things have not been easy for him. He's given up 8+ hits in every game so far, 3 consecutive, and his once 2.41 ERA is now sitting at 3.36. I like the Dodgers to get to him early in this game, help us with the over. For the other side with Clayton Kershaw, we have only seen him in 2 games so far, and it's both of the games he wasn't very sharp. He gave up 6+ hits in both of those games, not making it past the 4th inning in either of those games as well. And he's also given up 9 total runs over the first 2 games, 5 of them being earned. That is expected because he's been out for so long, nearly a year of baseball out of the major leagues. He's still trying to find his way back after that injury. I expect him to struggle in this one, going up against one of the best hitting teams in baseball, the Philadelphia Phillies. So I like the over here of 8.5 runs as the play. For the player prop on the screen, we're going to be looking at Alec Bohm over 1.5 bases going for the Phillies. This has been a big jump for Alec Bohm this season, becoming one of the best players for the Philadelphia Phillies on the year. And this is going to be a left-on-right matchup. That's exactly what we're looking for in this one. His numbers on the season, they are very good. He has a 295 batting average, and on the road this year, he's been spectacular. 325 batting average away from home. Going up against lefties this season, he does have a batting average of 272 with 15 extra base hits, including 10 doubles. He loves hitting doubles this season. He doesn't get a lot of opportunities going up against the left side, but whenever he does, he makes the most out of them. I'm going to take him in this game over 1.5 bases as the play. For the best play of the day, we're going to be looking at the Angels going up against the New York Yankees. I'm going to take the Yankees in this game. Team total over 4.5 runs, played up to 5.5 runs because I have a feeling this is going to come out at 5.5. The over-under runs in this game is 9, I believe. And the Yankees, they're a massive favorite, like minus 200+. So it's probably going to be over 5.5 runs as the play. The Yankees, they've been nearly unstoppable after the All-Star break. The only thing that's holding them back is the starting pitching giving up too many runs. But this team over the last 9 games, they scored over 6 runs in 7 of the last 9, and they put up no less than 4 runs in 9 consecutive games. I mentioned this the last time we took them going up against the Blue Jays. They went out and scored 8 runs in that game. And it's not just the big name players on this team anymore that's making an impact. Obviously, it is nice to have Aaron Judge and Juan Soto hitting home runs every single game, but the guys around them have been extremely good since the All-Star break. We're also going to be getting a right-handed pitcher on the mound going up against the Yankees, and that has been trouble for opposing teams all season long. This team crushes right-handed pitching. Davis Daniels is going to be on the mound for the Angels, and he hasn't had a very good season on the year, and he's only been in 4 games so far. We haven't seen him a ton, but he is coming into this game with a 4.91 ERA, and he has given up 4+ runs in 2 of the last 3 games. He did very well against the Tigers in his opening day game back on June 27th, but since then, everything's been coming hard to him. He's given up 5+ hits in 3 consecutive games. The Yankees, again, are one of the best teams in baseball going up against right-handed pitching, and they have the most home runs in baseball going up against the right side as well. I expect the long ball to be the main reason this one goes over. Give me the Yankees. Give me the bats. Over 5.5 runs as the play here. For the player prop, you can take Juan Soto. You can take Aaron Judge. I'm going to go with Aaron Judge here over 1.5 bases. There are some players in the MLB this season that you can see the right-handed matchup, but it doesn't even matter who's on the mound. You can just take them. They're basically going to win you free money. Shohei Ohtani and Aaron Judge this season going up against right-handed pitching have been extra base hitting machines. Also, Bobby Witt, I'll throw him in there. Davis Daniels this season, he does struggle going up against right-handed pitching. He only has 45 at-bats, and he's given up a 333 batting average in just 4 games. When you look at the numbers for Aaron Judge, he's been unstoppable. 332 batting average going up against right-handed pitching, 32 home runs, 21 doubles, and he's added a triple. The Angels really have a better chance of getting out of the inning if they just intentionally walk this guy every single time, which we might even see in this game because teams have been taking a different approach for Aaron Judge every single game. Hopefully we get at least 1 or 2 at-bats going up against Daniels, and Aaron Judge is going to cash us this number over 1.5 bases as the play there. Let's go over to the best props of the day. We're going to be looking at the Kansas City Royals going up against the Boston Red Sox in the first game. Give me Salvador Perez over 1.5 bases. Last time I took the captain, Salvador Perez, he only got us a single, but this time he's got an even better matchup going up against one of my favorite guys to watch in Brian Bayo. The numbers for him this season, they have not been very good, and that's why I'm going to attack him in this game. He's coming to this one with a 5.13 ERA and a 1.44 whip. He's given up 5+ hits in 10 consecutive games, and he's also given up 7+ hits in over half of the games as well over the last 10. He's just been very inconsistent on the season. He's given up at least 3 runs in 7 of the last 10 games, and I do think Salvador Perez has a great matchup going up against the pitches that he's going to be throwing in this one. We are going to see a healthy dose of sinker, slider, and changeup. He has those 3 main pitches, only mixing in a heater 3% of the time. And when you go and take a look at Salvador Perez on the season, he loves that sinker. He hits it at 311 on the season. The changeup is even better. He hits it at 324 on the year. He's also been very good against right-handed pitching this season. 270 batting average, 32 extra base hits. And just to be extra cautious, I went and looked at the numbers for the slider. He does hit that over 270 as well this year. I think he's going to have a big night against Brian Bayo. Give me the over 1.5 bases as the play for the captain. For the pitching prop tonight, we're going to be looking at a familiar face. Give me Nick Lodolo to go under 2.5 runs going up against the Marlins. Nick Lodolo, he's been on a roller coaster ride over the last 2 years. He's been dealing with some major injuries, fighting his way back into the major leagues, and he's been up and down this season for the Reds. This is a perfect matchup for him, though, because the Miami Marlins are on the season. They can't hit left-handed pitching, and they sold everybody at the trade deadline. If there was any time for Nick Lodolo to come out here and give us a perfect performance, it would be going up against this team. All the numbers are backing him up here. I'm going to give the numbers for him over the last several games because he is struggling at the moment, but I just think this is such a good match for him. He's going to have a bounce-back start. He is coming off his worst performance of maybe his entire career going up against the Cubs. He gave up 11 hits, 8 runs. He went 5 2/3 innings. Before that, he had given up 2+ runs in 6 consecutive games. But again, I think this matchup going up against the Marlins is perfect for him, and he's already faced off against the Marlins this season 4 games ago whenever they still had some talent at the MLB level. He did pretty good in that game, only allowing 2 runs off of 3 hits. The only problem in that game was he was walking way too many people. He had 4 walks. But the Miami Marlins 26-man roster now consists of 26 players splitting $15 million. It's the lowest salary for any team by a wide margin, and they went all out at the trade deadline. They got a lot of assets for the future, but right now this is a team of bunch of young prospects that can't hit the ball very well. Most of the guys in the lineup for this game are not MLB ready. They can't hit the heater. They can't hit the curveball as well because they don't have any experience against the curveball. And that's going to be Nick Lodolo's pitch 30% of the time in this game. And as a whole, before everybody was traded, this team was bottom 5 in baseball going up against left-handed pitching. They're probably much worse than that now with the current roster they have. I love Nick in this game. Under 2.5 runs as the best pitching prop of the day. Let's go over the recap graphic here. We're going to be looking at the Phillies and the Dodgers over 8.5 runs. Both teams really good against lefties. Alec Boehm over 1.5 base in that game going up against Clayton Kershaw. Aaron Judge over 1.5 bases. Look at a home run in that one against Davis Daniels. Yankees team total, that's going to be over 5.5 runs. I've got to believe because they're so heavily favorites of minus 240 or something, and the over-under is only 9, so probably over 5.5 runs for that one. The captain, Salvador Perez, over 1.5 bases, getting the match against Brian Bayo, and then Nick Lodolo under 2.5 runs going up against Miami Marlins as the last play of the day. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Tuesday. Got 6 slated games. If you guys enjoy the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching.